This is Dr. Bill Quarter. I'm a physician, a consultant, and an author. I would like to address our shared challenge. And to illustrate the point, I thought I would start by telling the story of the golfer and the Great Ant Massacre. It's a story of a golfer, not a very good golfer, goes out to play a round of golf, and on the first hole, he gets a double bogey. That's 2 over par. On the second hole, he gets another double bogey. And on the third hole, another double bogey. So by the time he tees off on the 4th hole, he's peeved. He is very frustrated. He takes out the driver, tees it off, and the ball slices off the golf course over a fence into a large field. Not wanting to take a penalty stroke, he climbs the fence, goes into that field, and he finds his golf ball on the largest anthill he's ever seen in his life. So he takes out his 5-iron, he climbs that anthill, gets himself positioned over the golf ball, takes a big swing, misses the golf ball, and he kills 1,000 ants. Takes a second swing, misses the golf ball, kills another 1,000 ants. Takes a third and fourth swing, again missing the golf ball and killing another 1,000 ants. He comes down from the hill, grabs his driver, climbs back on that anthill, positions himself over the ball with the intent of just blasting the heck out of it and getting it somehow back on the golf course. Well, just as he starts his backswing, 2 ants come out of a hole right beside the golf ball, and they look at all the devastation around them, and they look at the golfer above them with a big driver, and one ant says to the other, you know, if we want to stay alive, maybe we should get on the ball. And I think that story illustrates that we are those ants. Look around us. There is disaster in almost every single corner of the world, in every single corner of our life. Let's take some examples. Look at global warming. Look at the environment. Look at the weather. Look at the natural disasters that are now occurring. Look at the pollution in the air. In China and Japan, many people are still wearing masks in the city. Does it matter to us? Yes, because they exhale, we inhale. The weather patterns and wind patterns take their air, their pollutants, their toxins, and bring them to us. Look at the ocean. It's more acidic than any time in history. Look at our own water supply. In most urban settings, if you look at the water, you'll find small percentages of antibiotics in that glass of water you get from the kitchen. Look at the food we're eating. The food we're eating is not the same food that we ate 50 years ago. The dairy products and meat products are contaminated, much more different. The wheat that we take, the bread that we eat, the pasta that we eat, has 40-fold an increase in gluten. That's glue. That is not healthy. If you look at chemicals, we've produced in the last 50 years 77,000 new chemicals. Some of those make it into our dinner plate. So across the board, we have toxins and we have contaminants. And it's not just the environment, it's not just the food. Look at the ethnic conflicts around the world. Look at the pockets of war. Look at the Middle East, which is as bad as ever. Let's look nationally. In my lifetime, I don't think our government has ever had more discord than it does today. Communities, more shootings, more massacres. We live in a toxic environment. We live in a toxic world. And I think collectively the answer is we need to protect ourselves and our families. And what I hope to do is to present to you some new habits, some new approaches to life that will protect all of us from these toxins. So thank you very much for listening. If any of this resonates with you, I hope that you stay tuned, take a look at the website, and let's see if we can educate each other. Thank you.